As the summer progresses, the summer skies are dominated by a group of 3 bright stars, forming a triangle in the eastern sky, rising higher and higher each night, known as the Summer Triangle. The 3 bright stars forming the Summer Triangle are the star Vega in the constellation Lyra the Harp, Deneb in the constellation Cygnus the Swan, and Altair in the constellation Aquila the Eagle. In this episode, we'll focus on just a couple sites in the smallest of these constellations, Lyra the Harp. Our first target in Lyra is a double star. Now, double stars are fairly common in the night sky, and what that means is just a star that looks like a single star to the naked eye, but when viewed through a telescope, or even sometimes a pair of binoculars, resolves itself into a multiple star system. One of the double stars of interest in Lyra is known as Epsilon Lyrae, just to the east of the bright star Vega. Epsilon Lyrae, through even a small telescope, appears to be a system of actually 2 stars and not just one. However, it's also known as the double-double, because with higher magnifications, those 2 separate stars making up Epsilon Lyrae actually resolve themselves into double stars. So we have a system of 4 stars, a quadruple system of stars in the constellation Lyra. Our second site in Lyra is known as the Ring Nebula, or Messier 57. It's not quite visible to the naked eye, but you can spot it at the bottom of the constellation between the stars of Chelyabinsk and Sulafat. If you draw a line between these stars, just off that line, through a pair of binoculars or a telescope, you'll see what looks like a faint ring, a cloudy ring that gives the Ring Nebula its name. Magnified, that you can see that this is actually a planetary nebula, so named not because they have anything to do with planets, but because they have sort of the shape of a planet when seen through a telescope. A planetary nebula is the outer atmosphere of a low-mass star that's expelled into space as the star dies. The Ring Nebula is located about 2,000 light-years from us. And in satellite imagery, you can see the layers of that star that have been expelled as the star has reached the end of its life. Through even larger telescopes, at the center of the Ring Nebula, a white dwarf is visible. The white dwarf forms the exposed core of the star, all that's left of the inner part of the star after it's died.